it's Sailor MB here, and welcome to episode 3 of 3 of my commented Magicka Templar gameplay videos. This episode featuring a reasonably high MMR battleground. The build you'll see featured here is 5-piece Pariah, 5-piece Transmutation, 1-piece Chokethorn, 1-piece Shadowrend, and 2-piece Willpower on the front bar only. We'll dive straight into this gameplay here. So we've got our first purple who's been separated from the rest of their team. So we're Purifying, Reflective, Shooting Star, Toppling Charge, Sweeps, and the Purifying Light there will be our execute for us. And that's the very first kill of the game. Got straight in there and got the opponents on the back foot immediately. Meanwhile, green has taken over the pressure on purple there, so we're going to go in and make sure that they don't score all the kills on the team that we put the first hit into. So, as a high MMR battleground, most of the people here are going to be extremely tanky and have very good defenses. So the most important thing to do is stay and work as a team. So we got a second kill there. That was basically 4v2, so a kill there was almost guaranteed. My team's under a bit of pressure here, so I'm just going to pop down Ritual, make sure they all get the Transmutation procs, and I'm going to reposition with Misform, just so we don't keep static, which is the one thing that's going to kill you to an ult dump. So we got our teammate over here who's in a bit of trouble, so I'm going to go in and spam some heals on him. Like I've said in my previous videos, this build is not a heal-in build, but when you're playing a high MMR battleground, it's usually worth keeping your teammates alive, because all they need is a few heals, and then they'll recover their resources, and they'll recover their defenses and their healing potential. So in most cases in this video, you'll see I'll opt for healing my teammates rather than going offensive. So we popped a bit of a remembrance there because two of them were on a little low health. One of our guys got a little bit separated, so he got downed. We see an opportunity here to do a bit of damage, but we get a purple Nightblade in our back, so we're going to have to refocus our efforts here on defense. Just going to put in a little heavy attack to keep our stamina pool up. And again, we have another purple that's been separated, so we're just going to keep the pressure up here, and Purifying Light is again going to score the execute for us there. So we turn back around to our teammates and they're engaged in some greens, so we'll help out there. Keep popping those Purifying Light downs, even if you personally don't get any damage into them. They're good little mobile healing circles for your teammates, and you never know, you might score an execute from another team. So we found ourselves separated from our teammates now, so we're just going to run around a bit, see if we might be able to 2v1 these guys, but we are very low on Magicka. But our stamina pool's pretty good, and we've got it down to 1 now, so we've had the second one come back. So we're just going to pop a defensive ultimate. Look at how low scoring this game is so far. We've been going for 3 minutes, and it's only 60, 15, 15. So we really don't want to go down there to a kill, because we're not only hurting ourselves by doing that, we're absolutely hurting our team. So we're going to hook back up with the rest of our team. We're going to have to regen a bit of resources, because just staying alive against those two costs us a little bit, so we get off a heavy attack there. It's one of our teammates meditating under the tunnel, also getting their resources back. And then again, we have another purple separated from the group, so we're going to try and pursue them here, see if we can get some damage done, and yeah, we got the kill there with a nice leap from our DK teammate. Another one of our teammates is up there fighting the greens all by himself, so throwing some heals on him, trying to keep him alive. He's getting, he's going the wrong way though. He should have come down to us, and then he got flame reached into the lava, and unfortunately, there is no healing through that. So the rest of our team has pushed through these guys, but we're not feeling too pressured yet, so we're gonna mess around at the back here to see if we can do anything. And one of our guys has joined us. So we've got to make sure we keep down that Ritual, keep down that Purifying Light, and keep down that Transmutation proc on us. To help manage that, I'm running the buff timers add-on, which I find is really clear and simple on your screen, and those are the 3 buffs we've got showing there. I do drop a meteor here, but it's a bit of a waste. There was no single clear target there for me to go. I was just kind of poking them, see if I could expose any weak section, but unfortunately I couldn't get anything out of that. But again, I see this same purple who keeps running off solo, so I'm going to pursue them. We've got a perfect against us there. We had a perfect javelin from the Templar, and then an in cap from the Nightblade, and it just absolutely dropped us there. That's an incredibly embarrassing death there, and you'll see that I start to play more defensive for the rest of the game now, because although everyone in this high MR battleground is going to have good defenses, they're also going to have incredible offense. So I've learnt my lesson there. I've kind of gauged how I have to play for this battleground now, the mix between offense and defense, and you will see a lot more well-rounded play for the last 9 minutes 40 seconds of the game. And responding to Preds there in the chat, yes, that did just happen. We all pretty much just died at separate locations on the map. So we're hooking back up with our teammates again, so we can cross-heal each other, we can cover each other's asses, we can even line of sight behind each other and swap some aggro. See an opportunity here. Unfortunately, they drop off the edge, and just that little bit of line of sight that they get stops me from gap closing, stops me from popping my skills hidden. And just when I get them out in the open, I find myself 1v2 again, separated from my team. So my job here is just to stay alive. I see a teammate on very low health over there, so I'm going to go around and give them a bit of an assistance, get some Breath of Life on them, pop down a Ritual, so when they run inside it they get the transmutation buff as well, which is very easy group defense there. And just in that last 1 second, I find myself separated enough from my team to be fighting all 4 greens at once. So I get some line of sight, I pop some Remembrance, my teammate helps me there by talonting all the greens, so it stops their progress pretty well. Regenning some magic with a heavy attack there, and now I'm just popping out my AoEs. We've got my Purifying Light to target people and get a heal. We got Reflective Light to get that AoE snare and just get that little bit of damage ticking over on as many people as possible. And we've got a 2v2 down here, so we're going to see what damage we can do now. We can get the execute on this Stamsork. No, they streaked away, they got flame reached by someone else, and then that line of sight of them for us. That was actually my buddy Grey on the green team there. I'm quite sure he just stole the kill on that guy from us, so I'll definitely be having words with him after this game. So I've noticed my food has gone out here. Even watching this video back and doing the commentary for it, I didn't notice when it happened, but it was at least 1 to 2 minutes I was without my food buff there and running on significantly less health, Magicka, and stamina. I tried to defend my teammate here by going offensive rather than defensive. I thought he had a little bit more juice in him, but unfortunately he died. We wasted our Meteor there, but always run the opponents back over your Meteor AoE. That's one of the strongest dots in the game. So even after you drop it, still try and get people to stand on it. And what we did there 3v1, we came into the center and we immediately looked for our spawn. We were not going to be able to survive indefinitely 3v1, so we looked for our spawn point, which is the most likely place that we're going to get assistance from, and we bailed back there, and it worked out for us. Our team defended us superbly. Unfortunately, Magicka Sork on our team is a little squishy, and he got dropped down in the kerfuffle. I block cancelled my own Remembrance there, so mad skills I was displaying. Definitely not something you should aim to do. And we're just going to pop a heal into our teammate there with Purifying, but he bailed away from it, so it wasn't going to work. But it looks like we can score another kill here. I'm not going to let myself get in-capped again, so we top lane charge to stun even though we're on low health, and we get the execute out. And now we're left 1v2. We're both on pretty low health though, so we just got to be a bit careful. Give myself an Honor the Dead, and then turn around the action with a Purifying top lane charge. But again, that streak is an amazing escape tool, and they get away from us without being able to pursue properly. But that's okay, because we've had the greens come to us, so we're still gonna get fighting straight away. No time to relax. We have a bit of high ground here, which is always advantageous. So we're gonna see what we can do for it. We're gonna pop a bunch of Purifyings down, bunch of Reflective Light, and we're gonna Meteor, and we're absolutely gonna destroy that guy. And all that Meteor damage also hit his teammates. So we're gonna keep the pressure up, and it could be a good chance for us to score a few kills here. But purple has come in before we could do anything more. So we got that 1 kill on green there, and that will have to do us for now. And we're just gonna jump around, regroup with each other. Find those other targets that we can fight. Wild Fate has got himself in a 1v3 here, so he's not going to last very long. He dropped down. Just highlights the importance of staying with your team, especially in high MMR battlegrounds. If you've got a new tune that you haven't played since the reset, or one that you've just leveled up, you can absolutely jump around solo and do a bunch of damage, but high MMR, you really have to stay together. It's absolutely a team-based game when your matchmaking ranking has got high enough. So we're just dancing around with these purples here. We've got green on our back. Situational awareness has to be absolutely spot on so your team doesn't get sandwiched. That's why Misform is such a powerful tool, even in such a small map like this, because it means you can always get yourself out of the sandwich situation and never let you get surrounded by teams on both sides. Rotreel's in a bit of trouble here, so throw a few heals on him, get him back into the fight straight away with 100% health. I'm liking this little push we got going here, so I drop down a meteor, top lane charge in, spam some sweeps, but unfortunately it looks like my mate doesn't have a ferocious leap up. I turn around, find the other two teammates are fighting all four purples, I'm spamming some heals, keeping this guy alive. Unfortunately it meant I left Rotreel to fight 1v4, to fight 2v3 here. But that was just a decision we had to make. We couldn't indefinitely fight 2v2, so we had to make it a 1v4 and a 3v4. So one death there was better than 4 deaths, which was probably going to be the result if we kept trying to fight 2 times 2v4. So we managed to secure another kill there as we were slowly making our way back to our spawn to pick up our 4th teammate. And it's purple now who is sandwiched between the green and us, so we should be able to secure the kill there, and we absolutely do. That Purifying Radiant Destruction combo works perfectly. We're definitely at an advantage here. We've dropped down one of the other teams. We're right near our spawn. We're gonna get another kill. Oh, not quite. That was a beautiful remembrance by the Stamsork there that kept him alive and probably helped his team out as well. Just gonna heavy attack again. Got to keep that stamina up. If you can't break free, you're probably guaranteed to die there. That person you saw there, Nico Beam or No Beam, that's a dedicated healer for the green team, so we do have to be mindful of them. And you can see our teammate Rotreel living up to his name in chat and being aggressive to his own teammate, trying to bully us into doing what he's doing. But you know, that's not going to work with a random group of 4 who you just get grouped with. There's no point getting angry during a Battlegrounds at your teammates. It's just a bit pointless. We're going to drop a remembrance here because I was in trouble and one of my teammates was in trouble as well. So that just keeps us all alive for an extra few seconds. Allows everyone to get their defensive buffs up, reposition themselves so they're not getting sandwiched. And now we can go back on the offensive again. We're just poking around, making sure we're staying at 100% health, making sure our buffs are still up, and just keep poking the opposition, trying to find those weak points. So we got a bit of a good opportunity here. We got a Purifying, we got a Reflective, top lane charge, but we weren't able to execute before we took too much damage and have to swap back to healing. And unfortunately, green took one of those kills from us. So purple's wiping pretty hard in here right now. So it's us versus green. There's 1 minute 25 seconds left, and the scores are tied at 195-195. So if we can score a few kills here, this is going to be perfect. So we got a kill on the purple there, which pushes us ahead. We're still terribly exposed to green, so we're really going to have to push them here if we want to win this battleground. So purple's coming back into the fight now. So this could go any way really. We got to make sure we don't get damaged by purple and let green get the killing blows on us, because that would just be the end of it. But we're keeping pushing. All of us are staying right on top of each other. We're cross healing. We're sharing the buffs. We've got another kill there that's pushed us ahead. There's only 50 seconds left in the game, and we're 3 kills ahead now. So that is huge. With the low amount of kills in this game, that is a massive lead, and we just got a 4th one now. So in the last 60 seconds of this game, we got about 4 kills just to absolutely cement our lead in 1st place. Can we get a 5th one here? We're going to try. Oh no, Beanstalk drops out that perfect remembrance to save him and his teammates there. So well done him. They're gonna see what other damage we can do. We've got 20 seconds left. We just got to make sure green can absolutely not wipe us at this stage, otherwise we're dead. So we're playing a bit more on the defensive. We see with this, purples are a bit fragmented behind us, so we'll see what damage we can do. Try to top lane charge, but it won't let me up that ledge, unfortunately. I jump in the lava there just for a little victory dance, and then the game ends. So that was a full 15-minute Battleground match, and the scores were only 240, 195, 150. Absolutely crazy. I didn't cycle through the everyone's damage and healing, unfortunately, but you can see in chat there Rotrealer showing off his damage. But massive shout out to Preds. I don't remember the exact number he got, but it was 3.2 million damage or higher. It was absolutely in the threes. Could have been even higher than 3.2. So just a huge effort by our team there. 2 Mag DKs, myself on Magicka and 1 Magsork. Our 2 Mag DKs just doing huge AoE damage, and you can see that from all the assists they got there. But with being Magicka, with our undodgeable ranged execute, we managed to score quite a few kills there. And even with a Magsork on our team, we got way more kills than them as well. So yeah, that wraps up the high MMR Battleground commentary. It's a bit of hectic thing watching that. I hope I made it a little bit interesting, because high MMR Battlegrounds are a lot more fun to play than they are to watch. But I hope I imparted a few tips onto you guys there and inspired you to play a bit of Magicka, and hopefully see you in some Battlegrounds. See you later, everyone.